Good morning. Got my washing out. I reckon it'll dry in like 2 seconds. I actually did do it last night and put it out, but I was really scared that my pants would fly off the balcony. And no one needs that. Having a grape beverage. I'm not sure what I make of it. It reminds me of something. Oh, maybe like a vape juice or something that I used to use. I think grape flavour is a really weird one. It can taste really like chemically. Anyway, today I've decided I'm just going to eat loads of food. See what happens. First deliciousness of the day. Been there like twice now, and it's just great. They just have so much on the menu. So I got, ooh, it's all melty, but I got a chocolate pistachio croissant, which now looks like a zombie brain. I think that's quite cool. Didn't realise it was going to be wham. And then I got like quesadilla crunch wrap thing. I like to have a bit of crunch. It's probably, yeah, it's quite soft now, but it'll still be pretty yummy. So it'll have like, I get tiny little pots of avocado and salsa. Yum, yum, yum. And what else have we got? Some kind of like mixture of potato and salsa, I think. And a wrap. Wrap. I think after this, I'm going to get a coffee or a big fat juice or something from somewhere. They don't really do decaf coffee here, but I can't really have coffee because I will have a panic attack and then shit myself. But they do. You can get an orange juice coffee, which is funny because I only encountered this recently from watching a video of someone in Japan. I didn't realise they'd have it here, but I'm kind of tempted to try it. I could just try not to shit myself. Had the crunch wrap. That was okay. It had this like little the little pot that came with it. That was like a cold, crunchy, pickled thing. I don't like any of those words. The wrap itself was good, but it had gone a bit soft. And just, I don't know, I had one the other day from another place, which was like lentils and mushrooms and guacamole, and that was really good. So hard to compete, really. I've just started it's like a Dubai chocolate. This is pure filth, absolute filth. I mean, in the best way possible. And it somehow maintained some kind of crunch, which I think is quite impressive. And yeah, and it's just covered in this like insanely sweet chocolate sauce. Yum, yum, yum. Yes, please. Swim done. Let's go eat more food. Fish time. I'm excited about this. It was from a place pretty close by, and it's just like a grilled salmon bento box from a Japanese place. I love a bento box. God, this is a huge bit of salmon too. Let's see if I can open it. And you get some rice, some kimchi, some sesame, fried spinach, and a little bag of soup. Here is my bag of soup. But I don't know if you can see. There's a huge bit of fish. And I'm gonna eat all of it. That was good. Greek yogurt, banana, Nutella, Biscoff. Mango smoothie. I think it's got yogurt in it too. It's been a yogurty day. Oh, it's thick. You gotta really work for it. That is a refreshing mango-y beverage. even if it is a bit of a workout. Looks like we might be in for some rain. Looks like it is raining over there actually. Good morning, chickens. It is Thursday. It is about 8 a.m. Kind of cloudy. I'd say it's about 27 degrees. I am a bit of a sleepy bee this morning. Woke up a few times in the night and had really fucking weird dreams about insomnia and all kinds of strange business. But this morning we're going on an adventure around the canals of Bangkok. Oh my god, look at this cat. I don't know if you actually saw that. Yeah, so we're gonna go on like a 2-hour canal tour jobby, which is exciting because I've been wanting to explore the waterways since I got here. And then I thought about doing another one tonight, but I might save that for another night. So I think I might try and do some shopping today. We'll just see where the day takes us after we do the tour, I think. Whew. I made it. Turns out the MRT is just as crazy as the London Tube on a morning. People were packed in, and then I had to change to get a metro. So on the metro, you can use debit cards to tap in and out. For the MRT, you have to buy a single way ticket or like a day ticket. So now I'm just walking along the river, and I'll be at Riverside in like 10 minutes. Well, I think I'm gonna have to cross over because there doesn't seem to be much of a path where I need to be going. They're doing pretty extensive roadworks on it, so I think we're gonna have to cross over. Okay, I went wrong momentarily, but I think we're back on track now. It feels extra humid today. The air is soup. So I'm back here. I was only here a few days ago. Quite nice to be back. I'm gonna get a coffee, I think. Well, I had a croissant and a chocolate donut and a cup of tea. And now I immediately have to shit. Thankfully, I know where the toilets are. It's the kind of morning I really miss smoking. Just like having an early morning cigarette before an adventure in a foreign country, that just hits different. That is the good shit.
Good morning, 20 ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
独自站在沙滩上，海风吹起她的长发，穿一件白纱的衣裳，她的神情多忧伤。海浪一阵一阵一阵一阵，轻轻打在白色的沙滩，激起无数跳跃的浪花，翻来翻去，翻搅在她心上。她是如此的感伤，这位美丽女郎为何要悲伤？为何独自赶上女郎？莫非她想念情郎，还是在想远远里的故乡？只要她快乐，我愿倾我所有，尽我的力量，让她远离开悲伤。有位女郎真漂亮，独自站在沙滩上，海风吹起她的长发，穿一件白纱的衣裳，她的神情多忧伤。海浪一阵一阵一阵一阵，轻轻打在白色的沙滩，激起无数跳跃的浪花，翻来翻去，翻搅在她心上。莫非她想念情郎，还是在想远远里的故乡？只要她快乐，我愿倾我所有，尽我的力量，让她远离开悲伤。莫非她想念情郎，还是在想远远里的故乡？只要她快乐。
That was fun. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Ooh, just coming to an exciting mall. I really enjoyed seeing the canals. That was really cool. I can't believe that there's electricity lines just in the river. That's just like so bonkers to me. But I think cities on rivers are so cool. I just think it's so fascinating to see how different cultures utilize water and rivers. I thought it was interesting that there weren't many like houseboats. I thought there'd be loads of like barges and people like living in the boats, but it seemed to be just people living alongside the river. So now I think I might get some lunch, and I've got something else I want to see, which I thought I would see on the little river cruise, but I didn't. So, oh, shoes. Bit of exploring, I think, now. One thing that I forgot to explain as well, when I was at the Grand Palace, it reminded me, because we went past the Grand Palace on the river, is that the Queen Mother died in October last year, and they're still in a period of mourning. And there's pictures everywhere, and the Grand Palace is open to the public to go and publicly go and show their respect. So I thought it was really interesting, because when we were there was loads of people, like local people. Everyone was wearing black. It was kind of giving a Victorian vibes, and just going to pay their respects. I thought it was really interesting. Another interesting fact is that you see yellow flags around, as well as the Thai flag, and that is a flag for the king, and that because the king was born on Monday, he gets a yellow flag. So here, depending on what day of the week you were born, you kind of get a colour. So I'm also a Monday, so I get yellow. Not a big fan of yellow, but I'll take it. Well, we're going back on the water. Back on the water. I'm gonna get A river taxi, boat taxi, wet taxi, fake taxi. Yeah, I'm gonna go upriver and some stuff I want to see, and there's a vegan restaurant there, so top banana. Got to see wild bananas, bananas growing in the wild, and water monitor lizards, so I'm very happy. I am slightly concerned that I'm on the wrong side of the river. I need to be on that side of the river. So I think I'm going to have to get another boat to cross over. Good news, we actually got off on the right side of the river, so that's handy. I don't have to get another boat. Right, let's go get some scran. This is madness, just walking down the world's most narrow street lined with market stalls. Very cool though. Well, I found the place, but I have to say I kind of chickened out because it was much smaller than I thought it was going to be. It was very much street food vibes, and I know that I really need to kind of invest time in doing some street food vibes. If you are someone who has IBS or very, very delicate insides, sometimes it just ain't worth the risk because you know how it's going to end, even with normal food at the best of times. So, but to be fair, it was also in the wrong direction of where I want to go next, so I'll head back to where I'm going next and see what food options are about. Kind of annoyed that I ended up going 20 minutes in the wrong, well, not the wrong direction, but the opposite direction, because so there's 3 museums that I want to go to, which are all really close by, but they all close at 4 and it's 1 now, so hopefully I can get like an hour in each. I don't know if that's going to be a bit of a stretch, or you know, I'll be whizzing around too fast and maybe I have to come back tomorrow. We'll see, we'll see. So I had to go through a labyrinth of hospitals and medical buildings because the museum I want to find is a medical museum. But what's really cool is that, so I saw this from my boat tour, and I saw that there's this random steam engine just chilling out next to it, and I wasn't fast enough with my camera to actually take a picture of it. But now I can go and look at it. Let's go look at the chopper. So also behind me as well, this area is called Siraj, and this is like a main museum. And then there's a medical museum around the corner, and then another one of medical oddities. All the good shit that we like. So here is the chopper. Hello, Mr. Steam Train. What on earth are you doing here? Apparently it was a Japanese steam train brought to Thailand to use. So I might have to speed run this first museum a little bit, because then I want to get into the medical oddities section, but you can't film or take pictures or anything in there. But I heard there is an old wooden ship in here, so we gotta find that. Okay, I think we found the boat. Wow. Crikey, it's an absolute whopper. Apparently the largest boat ever found underground. All completely made of teak. I guess that makes it an antique. I'll go now. It's cool, there's a mirror on the ceiling so you can see all the internal wooden struts where I guess people would sit or where goods would go. So first museum complete. Saw an old wooden ship, always a bonus. And now I'm trying to figure out, so you get this like map, there's 3 different museums which are all part of the same complex, all intertwined with actual working hospitals. So this is the site of the first hospital and teaching hospital in Bangkok, which is why it's kind of a big deal. So I think I'm going the right way now. I had to some woman told me in Thai some directions and I had to go through a building, and now I'm going down here and I don't know. Maybe we'll find it, I hope so. Here's a question. How did they get that in there? Because the windows aren't very big. And how? Can someone tell me how things like that happen? Does anyone else think that? It's like there's the meme of someone having a meeting and then it's like an ADHD meme of someone sat there being distracted, just wondering how they got a really big table into the meeting room. It's like that. How did they get a car into a hospital? Crazy. Anyway, so the medical museum was fun. There was a forensic bit as well, and I love me some forensics. And there was a bit all about the Boxing Day tsunami. I can't believe that nearly 4,000 people died. It was pretty wild. There was lots of conjoined babies, lots of babies in jars, lots of skellies, skulls, people with bullet holes in skulls. What else? I can't think. Made me think of the old days of rotten.com. And looking at Bizarre magazine, just seeing what crazy pictures you would see of someone who had been exploded, or the infamous degloving pictures. So I found the next place, which I'm pretty chuffed about, which is a Department of Anatomy. So there's a museum here on the 3rd floor. Crazy how there's somewhere that says body donation as well. Let's go find out. Just had a good half-hour walk in the sun. I'm very hot and I'm very tired. And now I should be at the metro soon to go to my next destination. Well, I'm glad I saw that. That's one of the main things I wanted to see when I came here. I didn't realise how far out in the sticks it is. A bit of a mish to get to. But it was good, it was nice. And you can you pay like 20 baht to get into this little cafe. And it's a nice photo spot. And you can get a tea or whatever while you're there. So I'm kind of thinking whilst I'm still, I'm going to have to cross central city to get back to my Airbnb. I may as well stop in Chinatown on the way back. I've got 30% battery on this and on my phone, so let's see how that goes. Because apparently it's where you can get the best pad thai in Bangkok. So it's about time I did that. Well, despite half the road being dug up on my way here, which seems to be kind of like a theme, I managed to get here okay, and it's pretty empty. I think there's another half that way, so I don't know how busy it is that way, but I'm really excited. This is the traditional pad thai where they wrap it in egg, which I have had once before, but not obviously in Thailand. So yeah. That's good. The noodles are very squidgy. And the egg omelette that encases it, very, very thin. It's good, not what I was expecting, but really, really nice. So now I stink. My feet are killing me. So I think it's kind of a mish to get the MRT back from here, and I'll have to do loads of walking. Loud. So I think I'm gonna get a bike. And I'm home. I had a shower and I went for a beverage run. Me and my various flavoured and coloured juices and beverages. Today was good. I'm pretty poops though. I just looked and I did 21,000 steps. That's a lot of steps. More than the band, that's for sure. So I'm going to drink all of my beverages. I actually feel hungry again, so I might see what snackadoodles I can get on the Grab app. And yeah, I think I'm just going to mong out for a bit. I'll save my editing to tomorrow. Yeah, today was good. I enjoyed the canal cruise tour thing. It was really cool seeing all the little houses and everything. I don't know how they got electricity poles into a river and canals. The museums were really cool. The medical museums were really cool. Loads of babies in jars. I saw Siamese twins in what used to be Siam. So that's pretty cool. Had an existential crisis. It totally vibes my head seeing embryos and like fetuses in like petri dishes. Tiny little things. They look like aliens. It's just like the little Voldemort, all like. But yeah, that's wild. I don't ever want to get pregnant. That just feels no, don't like it. And then I walked a lot. The Golden Buddha, that was really good. And it was in a really nice area, really cool little side streets off the beaten track. And I really enjoyed my scooter ride home. That was probably the highlight. That's kind of one of the highlights of this whole trip so far. Just like blazing through Bangkok, seeing like super rich and the super poor, tiny little shanty houses on the river, watching the sunset, zooming in between cars. Good day. I just ordered a pizza. I don't care, who knows it. I had like a pad thai. It was probably about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours ago now. And to be fair, before that I didn't eat. The only thing I ate was my croissant and donut this morning at like 9 o'clock. I don't feel too bad about it. I did loads of walking. I'm gonna eat fucking pizza and watch some Netflix. I got a mayonnaise dip and a truffle dip. Truffle dip's not too strong. I like truffle, but it can be pretty intense. That's nice. Pretty good pizza.